Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we will be talking about what causes waterfalls. Okay, you all have access to the pages in the book where this is described on your caboodle, so you're more than welcome to go and read those pages too. Okay, let's get started. So let's take a tour to check out some waterfalls in different parts of the world. So please click right here to access the trip. Okay, you have to do this even though you're at home. So, the highest waterfall in the world is in Venezuela. Okay, Angel Falls. It is 979 meters high, nearly 1 kilometer. Please watch this video about the Angel Falls in Venezuela. Thank you very much. You can pause me and then watch the video. Iguazu Falls in Argentina. Can you see the boat at the bottom of the lowest waterfall? Let me see if I can find it. Right there. Okay, what do you think it would be like to be in this boat? Okay, this is where you start creating a Google Docs document like yesterday, and you write down every single answer to it, and you add it into your turn-in for this one. Okay, why do you think the bottom waterfall does not have a single sheet of water flowing over it? Why do you think the waterfalls have formed here? Okay, you have to answer all of this inside a Google Docs document. So let's move me over here, okay? Wait, sorry. How does this waterfall differ from Iguazu Falls in the previous slides? You also answer this in the Google Docs, okay? Why do waterfalls sometimes form borders between countries? This is the Niagara Falls in the US and Canada on the other side, okay? Answer this, please, in the same Google Docs as before. How exactly do waterfalls form? You gotta watch this video, please. Okay, it's Britain's finest waterfalls. High Forest was formed. This will help us understand exactly how waterfalls are formed and how they move over time. Okay, so pause me, watch the video. If it won't take you to it, just click the link that accesses it to YouTube. Okay. So let's move me again right here. So falling water and rock particles or boulders loosen and wear away the softer rock. That's what we see right here. Okay, the hard rock above is undercut as erosion of the soft rock continues. As you can see, the softer rock moves all the way in, whereas the harder rock stays for now. So the waterfall moves back. Okay, the hard rock collapses into the plunge pool to be broken up and washed away by the river. The position of the falls moves back. So you can see that right here. Erosion continues and the waterfall slowly eats its way upstream, leaving a gorge behind. That means this entire area, okay? And all of this has been eroded away. So, how do waterfalls form? Please click here to test your understanding of the waterfall formation. Okay, waterfalls are formed when a river flows over a layer of harder rock followed by a layer of softer rock. The softer rock erodes more quickly, forming a step in the river. Okay, the force of the water undercuts the hard rock and creates a plunge pool. That right down here is the plunge pool. Undercutting means that the hard rock stays and the soft rock leaves. Okay, it is eroded. The hard rock is left overhanging, and because it isn't supported, it will eventually collapse. Okay, the fallen rocks crash into the plunge pool. They'll swirl around, causing more erosion. Over time, this process is repeated, and the waterfall moves upstream. Okay, you can see here the waterfall recedes upstream. All right, let's look at this right here. So the Niagara Falls. Okay, that's what we see right here. That's the American side. Over here we have the Canadian side. So this is Niagara Falls, which form part of the border between Canada and the United States. So Niagara River flows off on top of the hard rock when the plunges down 50-meter cliff, right? That's a long drop, a big drop. At the bottom of the cliff, the water has worn away the softer rocks to form a pool over 50 meters deep. This is called a plunge pool, okay? Down from the falls in Niagara Gorge, a gorge is a valley with almost vertical sides. that has been carved out by the river and the waterfall. The falls are eating into the cliffs behind the waterfall at nearly 1 meter a year. That's a lot. Okay. Niagara Fall, it isn't the highest waterfall in the world, but it's probably the most famous one. Okay. It is an example of a plateau waterfall formed when a river flows over the edge of a high uplifted section of land. As the waterfall undercuts the hard rock, it moves backwards. The falls at Niagara are eating into the cliffs behind on the waterfall at about 1 meter each year, as we said earlier. It is estimated that the falls have moved backwards by 11 kilometers over the last 30,000 years. That's quite a bit. Waterfalls mainly form in areas where rivers are flowing over different types of rocks. Hard rock is eroded slower than the soft rock, okay? The river will wear away the soft rock first, so the waterfall starts to form. Sometimes you can see a series of cascades like this. Instead of one big waterfall, you see a number of smaller waterfalls going down in different steps. Okay, so this is one we were talking about. Sometimes when the water is rushing downwards, it will not form a waterfall. Instead, it will run quickly over the rocks and boulders. These are called rapids. These are very famous and very common in Colorado. So, time for you guys to do a bit of work, okay? First do the vocabulary, then the next summary task, and then the caboodle. That is it from me, okay? Make sure you do all of it. Have a great day.